Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we have NXT Deadline Predictions, the second annual NXT Deadline. Obviously, they have a really fun match type with this Iron Survivor Challenge that they introduced last year. So I'm looking forward to that, obviously. But yeah, should be a pretty fun card. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm still somewhat new to NXT, so the Iron Survivor is still kind of new. I have seen a few others in the past, but I'm still not 100% familiar with the rules and stuff. I'll just have to, learn that as I watch it enough times. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the build to all of them, especially the women's one. There's a lot of stuff there because I do think whoever wins will defeat Roxanne at the end. There's a lot of potential title changes maybe and stuff like that coming on this card. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's kick things off with the NXT Champion, where Trick Williams will be defending against Ridge Holland. Now, obviously, in this past NXT, Ridge DDTs him on the announce table, kind of hurts his neck, and he kind of goes to the hospital. And he says he wants to have the match still, but Ava's kind of been unsure. So a little bit of uncertainty for Trick, but who do you have winning this match?
This one, surprisingly, I'm going to go with Ridge Holland. This is going to kind of play into another prediction I have later. But yeah, I will go with Ridge Holland winning, and that'll be based off of Trick Williams' injury.
Yeah, I definitely see why you would go with that. Just because this makes more sense for him. And like you said, kind of maybe seems like they have big plans for Ridge. But I am still going to go Trick just to retain. I think he'll have a big babyface entrance, and then he'll get the... somehow he gets the win. Maybe he gets a little bit sneaky with it. But yeah, I think should be hopefully a decent match. I think Ridge Holland needs a good match here. I don't really think he's had a great match yet, and I think this is probably one of his better opportunities. Next up, though, we have the NXT Tag Team Champions on the line, where Nathan Frazier and Axiom will be going against Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights of No Quarter Catch Crew. Who do you have winning this one?
For this one, I'm going with another title change, and that is No Quarter Catch Crew. Tavion Heights has really been impressing a lot of people. He did a lot of stuff in Noah recently, and that's kind of where I think a lot of his hype started, like the that sort of fan base rather than the NXT fan base. And he kind of brought them over to NXT to watch him. And I think this will be a great opportunity for them to kind of get that payoff from following a guy from Noah to NXT and, him becoming a champion. That'd be big for him and big for, the crowd who watches Noah. But yeah, I think that's going to be my prediction. No Quarter Catch Crew.
Yeah, this match I'm really looking forward to it because I think Miles and Tavion have been doing solid. I think they've been really working hard and trying to improve in the ring, and I think they've done that. And Axiom and Nathan, the best tag team this year. So this should be a really fun match. I am also going to go Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights. I think Tavion, like you mentioned, had a really big, rise in fan base after his Noah run. So I think this would be a good payoff for that. And I think it's just a time for a change for the tag team division. And I think there's just more matches you can do that we haven't seen yet for the tag team belts.
Yeah, and we've been seeing the on-screen kind of split between Axiom and Nathan Frazier the past few weeks, and Axiom getting mad at Nathan for joining the Iron Survivor Challenge, and then vice versa as well. When Axiom got in, Nathan was mad at him. Unfortunately, Axiom didn't make it, but Nathan did, so we'll kind of see how that plays into it.
Yeah. Next up, we have the NXT Underground match, where Jada Parker will be taking on Lola Vice. Who do you have for this one?
This one, I'm just going to simply go with Lola Vice just because that's kind of her match in a way. And yeah, that's just kind of how I see it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Jada, because I think this week she kind of really proved herself. I think she had a really fun promo after Lola cost her match. So I think she gets an upset win here. I think that's kind of what they'll do for it in the build-up to the match, where, Lola is like the real MMA fighter. She's fought in this match before. She's won it. I think Jada Parker hits one lucky shot, gets a win, and should be a pretty solid match. I think they've been doing solid stuff with each other since they started with each other.
Yeah.
Now, let's go on to the Men's Iron Survivor Challenge, where Wesley, Javon Evans, Nathan Frazier, Ethan Page, and Eddie Thorpe will be fighting for a NXT number one contender shot at NXT New Year's Evil. Who do you have for this one?
This one is kind of a hard one to pick. We did have a kind of write-off sort in a way of Eddie Thorpe, where he gets attacked backstage. We don't know if he's 100% going to be in it or not. And then there was also an appearance where Robert Stone was in the office for Ava, and somebody walks in. He makes this big shocked face, and the camera doesn't show who it was. And my pick is that it's Obafemi who made them make that face, and then it was Obafemi who took out Eddie Thorpe, and then Obafemi wins it.
Yeah, I can definitely, if that is the case, I definitely agree that Oba should be the one to win it. However, I will just pick somebody from this pool just to, give a safe prediction. And out of this group, I think I want to say Wesley to win it, really, just because he's been at NXT for quite a while now, hasn't done too much, obviously had a lot of stuff with the NXT Tag Team Champions and the North American, but I think it would be time for him to fight for the World Champion and possibly even win it, because I think it's deserving for him. But yeah, next up we have the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge. Now we have Sol Ruka, Stephanie Vaquer, Zarya, Julia, and Ren Sinclair. Same thing as the men's. They'll get a #1 contender shot at New Year's Evil. Who do you have for this one?
This was probably the hardest match to pick a winner for out of everybody because there's just so many good talent in here. Mm-hmm. Stephanie Vaquer is just amazing. She gets maybe the biggest pop out of all of these people when she comes out. Then there's Julia, who's just kind of the star they're building right now. Mm-hmm. Zarya, who's just monster, just who could destroy anybody. Mm-hmm. And then there's Sol Ruka, who's just kind of slithery, could kind of just do all the gymnastics, all the flips, and just kind of get out of any bad situation. And then Ren Sinclair is just your natural wrestler, just someone who's really won me over in the past probably month or so. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I really like Ren Sinclair now, and I really like her fit in the match. But I will go with Stephanie Vaquer. We have seen Julia already go against Roxanne, and as I said earlier, I think whoever wins this match will ultimately win the NXT Women's Championship. So I will go with Stephanie Vaquer, which potentially leads to her versus Julia or her versus Zarya. Could go a lot of directions, I feel like, if she wins.
Yeah, I definitely agree that Stephanie is a favorite in here. However, I am going to go with Julia. I think she's going to get a second opportunity and win it. And like you said, that sets up Julia and Stephanie, because I do also agree that whoever wins here is probably going to beat Roxanne at New Year's Evil. So Julia, I think, gets the job done here, beats Roxanne, and then we finally get a new champion in the women's division and probably some new matches, which should be really fun because there's so much new talent that are going to get showcased a lot more these next few months with a lot of call-ups happening. So yeah, it should be a really fun, after this match should be the landscape should really change in the women's division and just in NXT period.
Yeah, hopefully we see more Julia matches on TV and Stephanie and Zarya, Sol, Ren, everybody. Just see more individual matches rather than this big tag team kind of weird thing they have going on with Roxanne and Cora and all that. But yeah, this is going to be a really good pay-per-view. I am excited for it. Could be one of the better NXT pay-per-views of the year. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm very excited for it.
Yeah. Iron Survivor Challenge was really good last year, so I'm expecting the same things from this year. But yeah, let us know your predictions down in the comments below, and that will be it from us. Thank you guys, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.